Welcome to Scisage, where everything is simple. Today, we are diving deep into how you can get a better night's sleep, starting tonight. We're going to distill the absolute key insights from Matthew Walker's groundbreaking book, Why We Sleep, and turn it all into a practical guide for you.
Let's just start with this powerful idea right here. Sleep isn't just about resting or doing nothing. It is literally the most potent form of daily self-care you have. You know, Walker even calls it Mother Nature's best effort yet at contra-death. Think about that.
On average, you're going to spend about 26 years of your life asleep. That's almost a third of your entire existence. So figuring this out, really understanding it, well, it's absolutely crucial if you want to improve the other 2/3 of your life. So here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll get into why sleep is so critical, why it's your superpower. Then, we'll explore what's actually going on in your brain when you're asleep. And finally, the part you've been waiting for, how you can start improving it tonight.
Okay, let's dive right in. Before we even get to the how-tos, we have to understand the why. I mean, why is sleep so completely non-negotiable for your health, your mind, and your performance? The stakes are higher than you think.
I mean, just look at this. The contrast it's stark, isn't it? Good sleep is like a performance enhancer for pretty much everything. And a lack of it, well, it actively damages your brain and your body, from your ability to learn new things to just keeping your emotions in check.
And here's a reality check for you. This isn't just about feeling a little groggy or tired. Being sleep-deprived is a serious impairment. To be as cognitively impaired as someone who is legally drunk, just from being awake too long, that's a pretty powerful and frankly scary thought.
And it's not just your brain. The physical stakes are incredibly high. Consistently sleeping less than 6 hours a night doesn't just double your risk of a heart attack or stroke, it triples it. That's a 200% increase. The link between your sleep and your heart is just undeniable.
So, what is really going on when you close your eyes? It's not like your brain just shuts off. Oh no, it's actually going on this incredible, complex nightly adventure. Let's get into the science of it.
So every 90 minutes or so, your brain cycles through this amazing journey. You start by drifting off into light sleep, then you go down into this deep physical restoration phase, and finally, you enter the wild, creative, emotionally healing world of REM sleep.
Now, this is really interesting. Check out how the balance shifts through the night. Most of that physically restorative deep sleep, it happens in the first half of the night. But that psychologically vital REM sleep, it dominates the later hours. This is exactly why hitting the snooze button and cutting your sleep short is so bad. You're robbing yourself of a huge chunk of REM sleep.
Okay, so that urge you get to fall asleep, it's not random. It's not just a coincidence. It's actually controlled by two really powerful, totally separate biological forces that are working together.
The first one is your circadian rhythm. Just think of this as your body's master clock. It's in your brain, and it sends out signals to every single one of your organs, keeping everything from your hormones to your body temperature on a strict 24-hour schedule. And its number one cue? Light.
The second factor is a chemical called adenosine. This one acts kind of like a biological hourglass. The moment you wake up, it starts building up in your brain, creating more and more sleep pressure. After about 16 hours, that pressure is so high that you just can't ignore it anymore. You feel sleepy.
Now, before we jump into all the solutions, I want you to just sit with this for a second. This is the powerful, direct conclusion from decades of research. It is not an exaggeration. Your sleep duration is one of the most significant lifestyle factors directly linked to your lifespan. Period.
All right, it's time for the playbook. We've talked about the why and the what, now let's get into the how. Here are clear, actionable things you can do to dramatically improve your sleep, and you can start tonight.
First up, what you're putting into your body. Think of your digestive system like a factory. You want it shutting down for the night, not starting a brand new shift right before bed. And alcohol, oh man, it might make you feel drowsy, sure, but it's an absolute disaster for your sleep quality. It just fragments your sleep and totally crushes your REM cycle.
And if you've ever wondered why that 3 p.m. coffee keeps you up, this explains everything. Caffeine works by basically hijacking your adenosine receptors, tricking your brain into thinking it's not tired. But with a half-life of 5 to 7 hours, that means a quarter of that caffeine is still buzzing around in your brain at midnight. No wonder you can't sleep.
So the goal here is to work with your body's natural rhythms, not fight against them. When it comes to your circadian rhythm, consistency is king. Getting sunlight first thing in the morning sets your internal clock, and avoiding that blue light from screens at night lets your brain do its job and release melatonin,
the hormone that tells your body it's time to sleep.
You need to create some strong psychological cues here. Your brain needs to associate your bedroom with one thing and one thing only: sleep. That means no more working from bed, no more scrolling on your phone. Turn it into a dark, cool, quiet sanctuary.
And here's a super specific, actionable number for you. Your body actually needs to drop its core temperature to fall asleep and stay asleep. Keeping your bedroom cool, right around 65 degrees Fahrenheit, is one of the most effective ways you can signal to your body that it's bedtime.
And finally, let's focus on you. You've got to wind down your mind and your body. Create a relaxing ritual. Read a real book, take a hot bath, something that signals the day is over. And remember, you can't force yourself to sleep. If it's not happening, just get up, go do something relaxing, and only come back to bed when you actually feel sleepy.
At the end of the day, sleep isn't lost time. It's a strategic, non-negotiable investment in your health, your happiness, and your productivity for tomorrow. Every single night, that choice is yours.